Welcome back to Design Bundles YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal. Today we are going to be playing around with the Cricut's new product, their Cutaway cards. So you can use these with the Cricut Joy, and we're going to use it along with that little Cricut Joy card mat. But we're going to play around with these today, and we're going to make a Mother's Day card. So there is several different ones to choose from. I'm going to show you some of those colors here today, and we're going to put one to the test. So let's go ahead and make a Mother's Day card. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into these. So these are what the cards look like. And what you want to look for is the word Cutaway cards. So this is their new product. So don't get it confused with their insert cards that looks just like this. So this is a similar one, similar colors. This is their older one that they came out with a couple years ago that you can use with the Cricut Joy. So both of these can be used with that card mat, but what you're looking for is where it says Cutaway card. So if you see Cutaway cards on there, you have the right thing. And there's several different ones. So you can see this one right here comes with some pastel colors, pinks, blues, greens. This is one we're going to use today. And it comes with this really cool like holographic, but it's almost like a matte holographic. So the one that comes in this, I'm going to show y'all really quick. In the insert cards is, let me show you really quick, is more of a gloss. So you see how this is more of a muted down holographic, like so. I'm not too sure. This is going to be my first time playing around with it, so I don't know if that will brighten up once and kind of peel off a layer once we go to weed it, or if that's just what it looks like. But I like it like this because I noticed these ones are brighter. So for example, I'll show you the blue one here. So this one here comes with some blues. We have some navy blues. This one's really cool, this neutral tone, a light blue. And then this one comes with this really pretty blue holographic inside like so. Now, each one of these comes with 8 cards, 8 inserts, different color cards like I showed you, and then the envelopes as well, which you could also use your Cricut Joy to label those as well. We have lots of pretty fonts if you guys want to use those to label these guys, if you guys were going to mail them in the mail. So there's that. This one I love. I'm going to be doing another tutorial, so stay tuned. Can you guys already see that glowing there, that gold insert there? I think these would be perfect for a wedding invite, or, to give to your bridesmaids, to invite them to be a bridesmaid. So I'm really, really excited about these ones as well. So several to choose from. I believe there's several more, but these are the ones that I have picked up. Now, to go over our supplies we're going to need today, we're going to be using our Cricut Joy, of course, as well as the Cricut Joy card mat. You want to peel away your little plastic, set it aside because we're going to put it back. Now, these are different from the insert cards because the insert cards, that little piece just kind of inserts at the end, right? Well, these are going to go before. So if you open these ones up, it actually comes with this little paper coating here. And if you peel this, this is adhesive. So we need to put this face down on here first, and then we're going to go ahead and load it into our card mat. So let's go ahead and do that now, and then we'll head on over to Cricut Design Space. So we're going to go ahead and peel this off like so. And then like I showed you, it's got some adhesive. Hopefully you guys can see that there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have this guy face down, like I said, making sure there's no debris. And then we're just going to line it up. All right, here we have it. So you just want to make sure, have that down there, that it's going to be on there just like that. All right. So there we have it. So now what we want to do is go ahead and load this into our card mat. So if you guys have ever used a card mat, or if you're new, there's actually a spot to insert this like so. And what I like to do right away is take it all the way to the top, and you're going to slide it all the way in until it can't go anymore. So all the way up, all the way in, and you can see the lines here. So if you follow those lines, you're going to be right on the money. Then you're going to fold it over, and we're just going to smooth it out. Okay. So our card mat is ready. So let's go ahead and head on over to Cricut Design Space. All right, so this is the design that we're using today. This is the, this is Happy Mother's Day. It's super gorgeous. I have the design linked down below for you. So what I want to do is I want to resize this. So these cards here are 4 1/4 by 5.5. And I actually want this to obviously be inwards. So let's see, I think I'll do, we'll start at the 5 inches. So let's go ahead and try to do that. I'm going to go ahead and go high here. And I'm going to type in 5 inches and see what that gives me. That gives me 3.57. Let's just roll with it. I think everything's going to be okay. I can always double check myself by measuring my card here to see where that's going to land. So I did the 5 inches, so that's going to give me that. And then we're going to get 3.5. All right, so I think that's going to be pretty good to me. All right, so we're going to roll with it. All right. And I think we're going to roll with it. We're going to keep it. So we're going to go ahead and hit make it at this point. And I'm going to tell it we're going to choose the card mat. So if you guys are new to Cricut Joy, you're going to have a few more options than your normal one, because like your Cricut Explorer 2, your Cricut Explorer 3, or Maker 3, Maker 2. You're, instead of just having without the mat, on the mat in multiple ways, now you have on the card mat. So we're going to choose on the card mat and we're going to hit continue. All right, so you can see where that's going to line up on our card mat very nicely. And then we're going to hit continue. So from here, what we need to do is choose Cutaway card. So we're going to go search for that. So we're just going to let it find our Cricut Joy really quickly. We're going to go to browse all materials. And then you see where it says Cutaway card plus backer. That's what we're going to choose right here. We're going to hit done. And now it's ready to load. So let's go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to go ahead and do full screen so we can see it. All right, so now that we've sent this over, let's go and get ready to cut it out. Once again, we've already loaded this. You can hopefully see a little flashing there. And the way that the Cricut Joy works is there's no buttons on here. So we're gonna go ahead and just load it, and it's automatically gonna pull it inside for us. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell it to go from Cricut Design Space, whether you're using your phone, your tablet, or your desktop laptop. So I'm gonna go ahead and just simply hit that go button, and then it's going to start taking off. So it's going to cut all of the pieces. Now, the way that this is going to work, instead of having that insert that's going to go behind, we're going to weed all those pieces out. So this is going to be, so for example, like a design like this, if we did it, it would cut out that whole center at the end of the day. This is going to allow us to keep those pieces there. So it's really neat. So I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and let this thing do its job. All right, so there we have it. So what we need to do is I'm just going to hit unload from my Cricut Design Space. So now we're just going to go ahead and unload it. It's cut everything out for us. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the camera down once again so we can weed it out. All right, so we are ready to weed it out. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up so hopefully you guys can see those cut lines up here. Hopefully you guys can see those. So what we're going to do is weed out just like you normally would if you had a t-shirt or whatever. But what I'm going to possibly do is you want to try to use your, I can actually remove it off here. We can do it on here to kind of help us, but I'm going to go ahead and flip it upside down and start to peel it away from our mat and take it away here. We're going to get that out of our way. So I think it'd be a lot easier so I can kind of bend it just a little bit and start to weed this out. So we are going to start to peel this. I'm trying to keep it all together just to make it a little bit easier while I'm weeding here. And as you guys can see, you can start to hopefully see that background popping through there. Isn't that so cool? So this is going to help you on those designs. If you guys have played around with the Cricut cards in the past, and there's some designs you can't do because it's going to actually take away the whole card, like I said. So with this design, I'm able to do this because it's going to leave those remaining pieces behind. So you're just going to go through here and we're just simply going to weed it all out. So this is a ton of fun. I'm super excited about these cards. I've been waiting to test these things out with you guys in a video so you guys could see my true reaction, and I am loving it. I definitely think it's a ton of fun, and it's not hard. I mean, the adhesive really lets go of it. I'm just trying to make sure there is some pieces, if they're super tiny, that are going to try to come up with you. And you can just simply pop those back down on that adhesive. So I brought in some tweezers here because you don't really want to use your normal weeding tools because you don't want to poke around on it and cause any sort of scratch marks, like I said. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep going through here. Careful, try not to tear the pieces I want to keep. I'm going to adjust that there. And we'll just keep on weeding. So this is going to be perfect for graduation. As you can see, I'm using it for Mother's Day here. Birthdays, the wedding invitations like I talked about. I'm just super, super excited about these Christmas cards. Can you imagine the Christmas cards with these? I'm super excited that they came out with them. Now, I have lost a couple pieces, like I talked about with some little small pieces, so you definitely may want to be mindful. I'm going to attempt to try to bring in this weeding tool just to see. I don't think we want to because of the, I don't want to poke on anything. Like I said, so I'm going to go get that back out of here. It's just some of these little paper pieces want to try to stick to that adhesive, and I'm trying to get them without scratching my backing. So once you get it going, I mean, it's going to pop right out of there. But just trying to do it super easy so I don't scratch my backing. So just now I'm going to go ahead and put this in fast forward motion. So hopefully you guys can see so far what I got going on. I'm going to go ahead and put it in 2 times speed or so. So that way it doesn't take up a whole ton of time because we still got this little area over here. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. All right, there you guys have it. This was so much fun. It's definitely a learning curve for the first one here, as you guys can see here for me. I lost a couple teensy tiny pieces of my leaf, but the cool thing about this is you can go back in your scraps. For example, I lost this one, this little curl here, it's paper, and this is still adhesive in those areas, like on the back side of those scrap pieces, it's got the adhesive on it. So you can stick them back on there. So if you guys pull those off, you can definitely replace them like so. But it's a ton of fun. Hopefully you guys can see that holographic there. It's going to make the perfect card for Mother's Day, graduations coming up, birthdays, all of those kind of things. Housewarming gifts. These are going to be really nice. It's going to cover it up just like so. But like I said, I do highly recommend these. They were a ton of fun. And the cool thing about these compared to these, like I said, is normally you couldn't have done a design like this because once it cut this away, that whole center is gone, if that makes sense. So what they have done with this is to allow it to stay in place. So that way you can do really cool designs like this, kind of like the opposite of designs, if that makes sense. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you guys found some inspiration along the way. I hope if you guys are interested in these, you guys have kind of learned a thing or two, or if you guys may or may not be interested. So definitely let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you guys have made any of these. And if you guys recreate any designs with these cards or whatever, we want to see them. Use that hashtag design bundles so we can definitely check it out. Now, if you guys are not a part of our Facebook group, make sure you guys definitely check it out, our Facebook community group. We have tons of fun over there. There is hundreds of thousands of crafters over there, just like yourselves, creating things like this. So you're going to see lots of fun inspiration as well. So that's in the description below. Once again, this design is down there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.